autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Off 52. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Middle.
Allen now on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. We knew this game had the potential to have quite a few twists and turns, but maybe not on the very first play of the game.
And not only did they end up with an interception, they got an actual bonus, too. A nice return ends up setting them up first and goal. What a change and what a twist.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Running with Howard. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They run the counter. Moss. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. With his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Next to score, Bills 7, Dolphins nothing.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. And
that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go! Let's go!
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Going deep. He's got a man. Complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 81 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Bills 14, Dolphins 6. Steven Hauschka, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Chopper.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Ready. Blue dark porkers. Stay with your man. Check 99. Ready, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Grant. 20, 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13.
Dolphins 13.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Push him back.
Throwing now is Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Next the score, Bills 21, Dolphins 13. Steven Hauschka, the kickoff.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. 2nd and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. It's complete to Grant. 23 yards on the play.
Complete to Justin Grant. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Miami.
Break. 57, Mike 57. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Stand up.
Back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43.
A gain of 13 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
57, go!
Looking to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Go!
He'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
On 2nd down now. It's Moss, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. Moss. And that play going absolutely... nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Back at the 31-yard line.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Go, go, go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
58, right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, now. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Ready.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out wwhere you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Ballage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll run here with Ballage. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Ready, go.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Let's go, baby.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the girls.
He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer, but when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Allen. Then he finds Beasley complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
19. 58 to Mike. Don't get nervous.
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Let's go. Ready, go.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Diggs with a good footwork. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
Here we go. Check.
Back to throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone...
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerome Baker dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage. 81 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will get them one closer.
Dolphins, 27.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On second down, it's Moss. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarter?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So now on comes the Dolphins offense as they'll try and go for 2 here. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those line. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Come on now.
On 52.
Switch.
Go.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Going up top.
Here I come.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Check tight.
Second and 11. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Get ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
First down, Dolphins.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Set, go.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll set up a throw. And he finds Howard complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Shift! Watch the shift! Ready, go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll drop the throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Miami 1st down to the 14-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes. Remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell them, you had one job, all right? You knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. 91 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They run it with Balaj. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Sack, baby.